So, you know those people in your life that will just do something out of the ordinary, and they'll just be like, "Hey, I was thinking about you and I wanted to give you $5." Or they just walk up to a complete stranger and give them a hug and go, "Why would you do that? It's so weird." And they're just like, I don't know. I just felt like that you just needed a hug and blah, blah, blah. There's two reactions to those people. Number one, they go, "Thank you. This is so good. This makes me feel loved." Or number two, "Ew, you creep. Go away." The only difference between those two people is the confidence of the one giving the love. And that's my encouragement to everybody who wants to do that. If you know that what you're doing is right, and you are willing to step out and be bold and courageous in doing that action, whether it's, giving somebody, a bigger tip, or giving a hug, or shaking hands, doing some kind of outreach where you're stepping outside of your comfort zone to make someone else's life better. You have to stand in that decision. You have to be confident in that. And because at the end of the day, if you back down from your decision to not do it, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. You're going to know, man, I should have done that. And it's going to bug you when you go to sleep. Also, if you halfway go in and only halfway do it, the awkwardness makes it worse. It's the confidence in knowing that you are giving love to somebody outside of yourself. It doesn't you don't add any value to your life by doing that. You're just doing it. That's what makes it pure. That's what makes it good and wholesome. And you have to be confident in knowing that this is a good thing. And it takes time. It takes experience to get good at doing that, to just create that character of knowing, this is who I am, this is what I do. I remember as a young man, there were just times where I would just see people that just looked like they needed a smile or a hug, but they didn't know me. And so I felt that pressure of, I don't know if this is okay, I don't know if this is and the times when I stepped out and I just did the right thing because it was the right thing, it didn't always make an impact. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it was, whoops, that wasn't the right thing to do. And I learned over time by doing that, by leaning into that awkwardness, that you figure it out. You learn to check your motives, you learn to check your flesh, you learn to check everything around you, but you won't get good at it by sitting in your awkwardness, by sitting in your complacency, and it actually builds bitterness inside of you because you want to give, you want to serve, you want to love, you want to pour yourself out for people. But if you don't do it, and you don't do it fully and confidently, what happens is you become bitter and you start hating yourself, and it makes it so much harder for you to do it. So I would just encourage anybody out there who is just one of those weirdos that just wants to love people, and just to do it, to understand that people have boundaries, understand that people have, the things and the stuff that they're going through. Ask questions, but the main thing is to love people around you the best you can, and it'll make your life better down the road.